Outstanding.
Always good to see you.
No one's ever said that to me before.
I love you. Come on, man. That's not true.
No one's ever said that
I think
either.
I've said it. You know I love you. What's in the box, man? What's in the box?
So, Alfred Hitchcock, great film director,
love Alfred Hitchcock,
made this comment about the difference between surprise and suspense, right?
Yes.
So surprise is a bomb goes off. There's 5 seconds of surprise. People are like, okay, what happened? Suspense is when the audience knows something that the characters don't. So you have Cary Grant drinking tea with his girlfriend, and there's a bomb under the table, and for 10 minutes they're just perfectly calm, and there's a bomb. So you are a lot nicer to your audience than I am, which is probably why you're a lot more popular than I am. So can we wait like 5 minutes before we show what's in the box?
Sure, we can wait an hour. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. We have a fun surprise.
We got all day.
This is from one of the many friends I've met here in Austin, and every opportunity I have to talk about how much I love Austin, I will absolutely fucking take. I am so giddy to be here. I'll tell you this story. A couple of my friends just came to visit. I've known them since high school, Andrea and Annette. And they reminded me of this story that they had done when they were in their 30s, old enough to know better. So there's a city in Ohio called Twinsburg. Have you heard of this?
No.
So Twinsburg every year has twin parades. And you can go when you're twins and march in the parades and hang out with other twins. Andrea and Annette, who are unrelated and don't look alike at all, decided, you know what we're going to do? We're going to just go and pass off as identical twins, even though you can go there as fraternal twins. There may have been some fake birth certificates involved. I can't say that for legal reasons.
Do you have to show birth certificates to get in the parade?
Well, if you're going to march as identical twins and register as them, you have to show birth certificates. Now, mind you, they could have gone for free, but they decided to pay the money to go as identical twins. So they got the same haircuts, dressed the same. They took part in medical research. So if you still have cancer, it's because of them. And they ended up marching in the identical twin parade with all the black people for some reason.
Okay.
So it's just...
What does it have to do with the box?
It's just, these are just friends of mine who are just here visiting Austin. This box is, what's in the box is made from some other people that I was friends here in Austin. The point being, everyone's coming through here just week after week. I want to give you an update. Bridget Fedesi is closed in her house.
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine.
Yeah, and mine too. Her husband Jaron's going to be staying with me in 2 weeks while he checks out the updates. So it's Deborah So's going to be here visiting in May.
Oh, is she really?
Yes.
She's escaped from Canada?
She's escaping from Canada.
Did they let her come over here?
And she'll be able to be here in May.
So right now you can't fly in unless you're vaccinated, correct?
I think America's the only country where that is the situation.
Protecting us, Michael.
It's
keeping us protected.
It's legal to come here if you have COVID, but not if you're not vaccinated.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. But May 11th, people will be able to come here and absolutely visit.
Thank God they're waiting until May, because it's March.
They postponed it.
You need a couple of months. They really make sure you got it ready.
It was supposed to be April. They postponed it till May. So, I mean, are you not loving what's been happening with this city?
Yeah, I love the city.
And it's thanks to you in large part, don't you think?
I don't know. I'm very happy if anybody thinks that, but it's just an amazing city. We're very lucky to be here. It's really special. It's very unusual.
I feel like we're in unprecedented times because this is the only time in American history, to my knowledge, where a red state is going to be a cultural center. Because you remember, like New York in the 70s, Paris in the 20s. Obviously, Paris is another country. But when you have all these different groups Venn diagramming together, it becomes something bigger than the sum of its parts. So we've got the biohacker people here. We've got the Bitcoin people here. We've got the Whole Foods crowd, the Kuya crowd, your Honor people. You got the podcasters. You got the comedians. It's
amazing.
And
musicians.
It's not even against the music. Yeah, the music capital of the world.
Incredible. The music here is incredible. It's so good.
And it's so accessible.
Yeah, you can go out any night. There's bars on 6th Street on any night that have amazing bands playing. That's how we found out about Ellis Bullard. What is that place called? The White Horse? What's that bar called? I think it's the White Horse. Cool little fucking bar, like real cool, like little fucking shitty pool table, and there's like maybe 15, 20 people in there, and there's this honky-tonk dude on stage, and I'm like, this guy is fucking amazing. His band's incredible. I'm like, how good is this music?
And the thing I'm really happy about here, as opposed to New York or LA, is people are appreciative of being here. They're not too cool for school.
Right.
There's none of this like, ugh, you know. My friend Lux, she had this great line about if you are asked about an app, just say, "Oh, I was on that for a while. It sucked." So like you could just pass, you could pass at any party. Oh yeah, I tried that for a while. It sucked. But we don't have that here. People are actually enthusiastic.
I think
the comedy scene here is amazing.
The comedy scene here is insane.
I just saw Neil Hamburger a couple weeks ago. Got
nice.
My favorite comedian.
He's funny, man.
Oh,
that dude's very funny.
He's my absolute hero.
He opened up for Louis once. I saw him at the Irvine Improv, and I was like, dude, that guy's so good.
Did they get it?
Yeah. Well, there's comedy fans there.
Okay.
You know, it's like, first of all, I think if he's opening up for Louis, he's going to be really funny.
Right.
Like, Louis has some oddball people open up for him. Like, he had Jay London open up for him in L.A. Do you know who Jay London is? Jay London is a guy I did my very first show with, like, on I think it was like VH1 or something like that. Or maybe, it might not have even been that good of a network. It's one of those, like, shitty stand-up spotlight something shows.